Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome back to Unseen Sports TV. My name is Coach Javon Parchment. And in a few minutes from now, we'll find El Futuro Sports Laboratory CEO joining the podcast, Coach Kavi Meeks. Yes, people, so there's a lot of things to talk about, a lot of football playing in the schoolboy football Jamaica, one of Jamaica prestigious, what do you say, historical football competition in the country, apart from the Jamaica Premier League. Uh, Everybody loves schoolboy football. Our alma mater, our school, we support them through thin and thick. Yes, people. So a lot of football, a lot of football, a lot of football. So we're going to go through some of the football. We're going to tell you who is leading some of the groups in the Manning Cup and in the Dakasa Cup. We're going to talk of our experience as coach during that lightning strike that went on at Charlie Mount High School the other day. Very scary moment. Very, very scary moment. We're also going to talk about boardroom decision. You know, JC was penalized for using an ineligible player in their game against Tivoli, and Issa, passed their judgment on them. You understand me? Yes, they were convicted. Yes, people. So we'll get straight at it. Mona beating St. Catherine at the biggest clash yesterday, the biggest game yesterday, I think. Mona defeating St. Catherine 2-1. 2-1. Let us show you guys some clips on that and that game, the goal that Mona scored. And so the comment section is there for you guys. You can drop a comment in the comment section, interact with Unseen Sports TV, ask any question you want to ask. You understand? We are here to give you guys information on schoolboy football. We can't do a lot of show because we're active in the coaching and we are trying to, develop the youth them and build some youth for the future, Jamaica football and things. So, it go already, put in the work, my El Futuro boss. You understand me, people? Yeah, man. So people like, subscribe, and share to the content all the while. Tell a friend, make a friend. Subscribe because it helps us and it also helps you because we can get up and give you guys the information that you desired. You understand me? Yeah, man. So people, I'm gonna put up, I'm gonna share the screen. I'm gonna show some clippings. What took place um yesterday in the Mona game. You understand me, people? So stay tuned for that. You get me? Hold on, give me a second. Let me just find the clips for you guys. You understand me? Yeah, man. So, people, remember when I join the live, please to like, subscribe, and share to the content. Yeah, share screen. Give me a sec. Give me a second, people. I'll drop it on the screen now, so you guys can see what's going on. Remove that, yeah, let's see, Just give me a second, people. Mhm. So, people, some clippings on what happened yesterday. You understand me? I'm gonna show it's supposed to be seeing it right now at the moment. So we'll see it going on right now at the moment. Um, Mona, Mona defeating Saint Catching. Yeah. All right. So that's the walkout when they're walking out. I don't know why this is she's quite acting, freezing up and stuff. So anyway, this is one of the goal that scored yesterday. The Mona goal that scored yesterday. Is the Mona. Can I see it?
CSB one is very good at hitting the ball. It's a really good technique.
Boom.
Wonderful
That's
pass.
Denzel Washington McKenzie, one of the best midfielders in the schoolboy football league in the men's cup section as well. Quite a player. But all of the one that number of times did not take that option. He has experience going overseas playing in tournaments with Phoenix Academy. He played at
CSB
his
this one is
in
very good at hitting the ball.
quickly,
It's a really good
like one for the
technique.
future for Jamaica.
Wonderful goal.
Part. I'm telling you. And that's Denzel Washington McKenzie people right there. Uh, yeah. Right after that, St. Catherine scored their goal in the rain. You can see it right here. They scored and they went over to celebrate. That was 1-1. 1-1. With Google Color. Coming out of the rain. 1-1. Right there. Excitement yesterday, people. Excitement. Quality game. You understand me? Quality game. And then going to find the goal, the clip of the goal right now for you guys on a different uh, channel. Um, in a second, let me find it for you guys. In a second, let me find it for you guys. Uh, Shoots. I think it's there. Just give me a second. Let me find it. I think it's this one. It's not that one. Oh yeah, this one. This one is the goal, people. And then they want him at that play. Wonderful goal by Denzel Washington McKenzie. Wonderful goal by Denzel Washington McKenzie um, last night, yesterday, people. So, yeah. So, stats. So Mona defeated St. Catherine yesterday. 2-1. I just showed some clippings of what went on, people. I don't know what is going on with the internet. I think it's quite a bit low, stuck in. I mean that's causing the problem right now. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know if you guys are seeing clearly and everything is okay over by YouTube section there. I think everything is okay. So yeah, man, let's move on. So people, um, yesterday, yesterday games, yesterday games, um, Idel defeated Elis Lasai by 1 goes to 0. I thought Idel would have beat his team, bigger in the Manning Cup section yesterday. Idel is also on, in the boardroom as well with Issa, trying to find out where their future lies, based on decision that Issa will take, or that they are in problem with um, using an eligible player as well. And here comes, and here comes El Futuro Sports boss in the building, people. Here comes El Futuro Sports boss in the building. So these are the results yesterday in the Manning Cup section. Idle 1, Charlie Smith 0, Kingston College 14, Penwood 0, Calabar 5, Camperdown 2. St. Mary's College and normally was no scores in that game. That game did not start. DNS. Eddie Dalton James 3, Wolchington 4, Mona 2, St. Catherine 1. Yeah, people. So that was the scoreline yesterday in the Manning Cup section. In the DaCosta Cup section, people, we go to the DaCosta Cup section. We have Magati 8, Raja Clark 0, Merlin Atti 0, Green Island 1, Rossies 1, Froome 0, Discovery Bay 0, Yarcastle 10, William Nib 3, Cedric Titus 0, Aboknat Gallimore 2, Ferncourt 5. Ferncourt finally register a win.
Yeah.
Finally register a win. I
Cedric,
think
Cedric lost the game now. I think
Cedric,
Cedric was leading that zone
yes.
comfortably.
I think William Nib,
That zone is going to be an interesting zone.
yeah, because William Nib did not start the rounds winning. They are behind the 8 ball right now, losing what, 2 games. They lost to a team Brownstone,
Brownstone
and
and
then
last
lost
to
to
Ochi,
Watch. But you think that a third place team can come out of that group, right?
I think so.
All right, let us
Because you
focus.
have some weak teams who will give away a lot of goals, like a Buckner, Yanemo, and Ferncourt, Discovery Bay. So
All right,
chances are third place will come from that zone.
all right. Let us focus
Morning,
on.
everybody. Morning, morning.
Let us
Been a
focus.
while.
It's been a while. Let us focus on the Manning Cup section first before we go over the League Cup. Um, you saw stats in preseason. You saw Tival in preseason. You saw Old Trinity. No, no, Ellis last year in preseason. Sorry. KC, Jamaica College. Oh, the top 5 team in your estimation. Who you think will make it to the business end of the season?
In order.
History in order.
Alright. Based on order, what I think Stats is the team to beat. Based on what I saw. They have quality on the field, and when they make changes, they still have quality. So Stats is a team to watch out for. Jamaica College is another team. Um, Jamaica College have quality all over the field. Um, Haile Selassie is another team that I am impressed with so far. So that's one, two, three. And the next team that I'm expecting to actually be there or thereabout would be Heidel. Heidel would be the fourth team. Not taking anything away from Heidel, I think Heidel has a chance to be champions as well. But Stats should be that team. Anyone who can beat Stats will win the Manning Cup.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't think much of Kingston College this season. I mean, Kingston College is big and strong. If the coach can continue to work with them and get them to understand the system of play and what to do on the field, and they can do it consistently, then they can be a force to reckon with. But so far, they're out of the top four right now.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this year is not really for Kingston College. I think JC still have a chance, although they had a issue with using ineligible player, but they are not
That's
out
that,
of the
that's
competition.
the keeper, right?
Yeah, they are not out of the
It's a
competition,
quality keeper.
but they are not out of the competition. They are still in the competition, and I think so.
I wonder if it was another team without that clout, if that would be the same decision the boardroom would have taken by just taking away the points. I realized that there was a an action. They're saying that there will be an approbation. JC will be an
Yes,
approbation.
we have all the
What
information right here.
what
Can
is
read
that
it out.
probation? What is that probation?
So, ISA/USL Manning Cup competition press release. The Intersecondary School Sports Association Disciplinary Committee recently met and investigated a matter regarding the alleged use of an ineligible player in the Manning Cup game by Jamaica College against Tivoli Garden High School. This very committee found that Jamaica College used an ineligible player in the game and as ruled. Jamaica College given was taken away 3 points and
Three
in the
goals.
3 points, 3 goal in the match against Tivoli Garden. The award the points with a score of 3 for Tivoli Gardens in the game. Disciplinary the game played Saturday, the 8th of September 2023. The players remain eligible to participate in this year competition, and JC was given a 3-year ban, put on a probation, 3-year
What
probation.
is this probation? What
Can't they can't transfer anybody. They can't transfer.
Oh,
No
so they
transfer
can't
in.
take no other
No other
player.
players from any other school.
Mm.
No transfer in. So this forces them to use what they have in the school for
Yeah.
3 years.
That would be a
Players who are there now is okay. Players who are there now is okay.
no, but at the end of the day, I believe that action should be taken against these persons who are involved, because this is not the first persons are taking a child from a school knowing that there is complication in getting that child to play, but yet still they lure the child, hoping that they can get away. We saw a school in Linstead did that with a player from Charlemont, and we know the rules. They know the rules, but yet still they do it. What actions are taken against these persons who are doing these things to them? You're taking away the joy from a child by luring him, knowing that there's a problem. So some actions need to be taken against these persons. These things have to stop, and if action is not taken, then it will continue. Because I'm sure that JC knew that the player couldn't play.
Right.
Because if the player left a school in this year, then you know that the player have to sit out one complete calendar year to be eligible to play for you. But yet still, you try to find a loophole and to get the player to play. Those things needs to stop.
That's true.
And
That's
I'm
true.
sure that you have many schools doing these things and getting away. I think ISA need to be more decisive. ISA needs to be more active. But then again, ISA can't act if they are not aware of. So the school, why is it that many of these schools wait until the start of the season to report certain infractions. Why this is not been done from in preseason?
Yeah, because the competition don't start yet.
No, but if
No,
you have a child, everybody should think about the child. Hey, this child cannot play for you because of such and such.
but suppose they can
That
find a
should be
way.
reported to ISA. Hey, this school has John Brown there, and John Brown was here. Tell, can this child play? And it's cleared up from preseason, and then the child can go back where the child can participate. But they wait until the competition, then they file a report, and then the child suffers because that keeper, he will have to spend the entire season just sitting and watching. How does he feel? We need to take some consideration for those persons. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's not good. It is not good. But what you say about Idol though? Idol is in the same position as JC.
the action should have been
But their
taken
case,
before. What is Ireland's case?
their case is not put towards the committee yet, disciplinary committee as yet. So we have to wait until
Who
that
is the
happen.
player in question?
I heard that allegedly that it's a case where they use more than three quota players.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I heard allegedly. Um, but let us see what
So how
Issa come
did
up with.
that pass, this one? That mean
Uh,
it,
that rule have a lot of implication, you know. So sometimes it pass, yeah, because you have a lot of things that can send in to show that this player is that, and then when another school um send in a complaint, they have to go about the same document and verify if it's true. So it can happen. The quota rule, individual player part can be a problem. In JC case, it's not about quota. JC case is basically, you know,
taking a
taking a
player?
player that did not qualify to play that year, which is different. The player started to go to the until from September
But
to July. So that's a different case. You understand me? So I think the decision that they made on JC was quite a bit soft, in my opinion. Soft decision, soft, and you know, I think they break a lot of rules. Trying to make that player play a lot of rules.
so
But that's
in
the
case
nature
of
of.
Idle, in the case of Idle, um, how many quota player did they use?
I think it's four, one extra out of the three. So
So did the school file a complaint?
whatever that schools filed complaint on them. So
Oh,
Issa is checking the document, see if it's everything verified and it's okay. Understand me? And I think I heard that I had a lawyer on the case. So I guess they might be in the right footing, trying to defend their action.
okay.
You understand? People in the comment section, drop in the comment, let me know what you guys are thinking about decisions
Right.
that is making. You understand me, people? Um, let us go over to the Dakar Cup right about now. I'll go over to the Dakar Cup right about now, people. So Mr. Mix is going to give his top five teams in the Costa Cup. You understand? Go ahead, Mr. Mix. Your top five team. I'm gonna put up on the spot. Which one?
Top five team for that Costa Cup. Based on observation, I think Clarendon College is the team
To beat.
to beat. The only good thing is that all schoolboy team can be beaten on a day.
Hmm.
So based on Clarendon College quality all over the field, they are the team to beat. Um, then I would say Glenmuir is also a pretty decent team. So that would be Clarendon College, Glenmuir. States, I think States is back. I saw Stets in the preseason. Stets was playing like how I know Stets can play, move the ball pretty fast, pretty well. Um, Impose themselves on a team, no matter regardless of who they play. And I saw them against a pretty good highly Selassie team. So I would put Stets in the mix. Uh, I would put surprisingly, I would tend to want to put Edwin Allen in the mix based on Edwin Allen's ability for the past 2 seasons and what I've seen or heard of them. Haven't seen much of them, but I've seen little clips of them. Pretty decent team, and I would have to draw a Garvin Masia, even though I did not see Garvin Masia, but based on the quality coach that they have and the national representatives that they have and the system that they have, because from 2019 coming right up, Gavin Masia has pumped a lot of um, resources into their youth program, and they are now reaping the rewards of those. So I'm expecting Gavin Masia and Dintil should be in the mix. Dintil to me is one of those teams that is of high quality. When you look at Dintil right across the field, they have high quality. So I'm expecting Dintil to be there. So let me give you my top four now.
Top five.
Top five would be Clarendon College,
Number one, Carolina College.
Dintil Technical,
Number two, Dintil.
Glenmuir,
Glenmore.
States,
States.
and Edwin Allen.
That's five in order.
Yes, that's all.
Can
And
this
don't
team
forget Charlie Mount at 6.
can this team get beaten like on the day?
Yes,
Tactically a coach come up with a plan and really outplay them.
that's the best part about all of this. Even though you know that a team is better than your team, man for man, on a day if you can get them through training and come up with a plan to counteract that team and also to exploit your strength on that team and the players manage to execute that well on that day, you can beat a Clarendon College.
At,
I remember 2019 in States Cup final, everybody said that we couldn't beat Clarendon College. We had a plan. We went on the field and we beat Clarendon College.
yeah. I would say this though. I would say this though. The man for man thing, I think, is unfairly judged. Sometimes we tend to put other players over other players because of their clout. Their name is out there before, not knowing that our players are at quality as well and maybe even better.
Let's look at this one. For a Dintil,
Mhm.
when you look at a goal, who can compete? If a goal has a good game, and another player, who can have a good game that can outshine a goal?
In terms of he's going up against a defender.
Yes.
Yeah, you have defender
Tell me a defender
who
who will
don't have
be.
a name, what people
Tell me
will
a
use.
defender that you know that don't have a name that you think can stop a goal if his goal is having a good
I
game.
think Amadans can stop though,
No, but
but he doesn't have the name. He doesn't have the name.
that's just an assumption.
Just I'm telling you. So
Go has proven
it's
himself.
unfairly judged.
To me,
All right.
based on what
So for
I've
example,
seen,
a
if
2018, a 2019 Charlie Mount team, a Clive Wedderburn Jr., right, versus a King.
King would have the name,
King of the name.
yes, but
But
whether
Clive
Burn
Wedderburn,
has a name as well.
no, at that time, Clive Wedderburn never have a name. It was we were playing against a Clarendon team with King, who is now in the Icelandic league playing his football. Clive Wedderburn never have any name. But if you look at the matchup, Clive Wedderburn are the better king in the game. You understand me?
That's why
A Jerry versus
I'm telling you that on a day, even though you have a team who has the clout and they are executing every day and showing that they are the team to be, on a day if you get a game, your game plan are correct, you can beat them. That's the best part about schoolboy football,
right.
So you always can keep going, knowing that every week you try to improve your team by a few percentage. If a
Right.
player has a weakness on the right side, you improve it. Once you improve one player, you improve the team gradually. So you just look at your team, improve. A player not dropping off quick enough, you focus on that. Hey, this is the reason for dropping off. This is what you have to do. Get the players to improve gradually, and you'll be surprised as to what will happen. Because also, as the season go along, you probably have persons getting sick, injured, whatever. So you don't know when you will meet the top team. You maybe meet the top team when they are not at their best. You win the game. You celebrate and you move on. That's just the system.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we have to be truthful and we have to be knowing that these things can happen and we have to just accept that. Right now at Charlie Mode, where I am trying to get into the players' head, letting them understand that they belong here and they must go on that field and don't be afraid to express yourself. Express yourself within the system that we are creating. We know when we can take on a player. We know when to play safe. But we're not going to go if Clarendon College play at Charlie Mount right now. I know that Clarendon College man for man would be in certain areas better than me. But the players will not show that on the day. The players will believe that they can do the impossible based on what peer person think
Oh,
and
based on other people.
based on other person's perception.
Yes.
Because everywhere you go, people will tell you, "Oh, you can't be that. You can't be that." But the players need to know that persons have their own views,
Opinions.
their
Yes.
own opinions. On the day, if you want respect, you have to take it.
Yeah.
And that is what you have to get them to
In order
believe.
to be a champion, to
You
beat a
have to
champion.
beat the champion. So that's where it is. And I'm excited. I am excited. If I tell you otherwise, I'll be lying.
So you think about after this crop of players in the schoolboy football fade away or go away and move on to higher ranking in football. What do you think will happen though in terms of next year? Do you think that coaching will be the way out, or recruiting player, put them in our system will be the way out for next season, or coaching will take the up on next year,
Well,
next season?
next year will be the start of the effect of the quota system. Next year it starts. So next year now coaches will have to be able to coach and teach players what to do. However, for every system there's a way around it. You can just go for players, better players within other schools at 15, take them younger. So there's a way around it. I know teams or schools within certain region of the
But
country.
remember, you only can take three.
Now, if you take three young players that didn't represent a school, they wouldn't be counted.
If but most that is the thing now. Schools are going to use them. Schools
I
are
think I
going to
think I
use them.
think ISA needs to come with a system that s- s- clearly can define who represents a school, because I don't think it is fair that, say for example, I'm in a school and I know that John can play. I'm just register John, and John probably never played that season, just there and there, but John is registered and he will be classified as a quota without. So I think it's a need to come up with a rule where when you're selecting players, the parents have to approve, sign on, say they consent for this player to represent the school, in order to ensure that persons don't hoard people, kids in the school and tie them down. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's just my opinion, and I think that's the way forward. I know schools within certain places start to take a lot of kids. What
Well,
will they do with them? Time will tell. But
I think the recruiting at the, grade 7, when it just done Pep, that I think that's where we should find most of the recruiting should be held. Um, challenge coaches and recruiters at that level is fun. I think that's the level, because the younger we go, the better for us where you can get to learn the game.
look at this now. Some schools won't struggle. schools like States will not struggle. You know why I say that? Because if you check States history, they have a rich history in youth football. They win at those levels regularly. So it shows that States spend time with their youths.
But you have to look at it this way though. Says spend time with the youth. But what about the schools now who are going to tap into that basket now and say, all right, hey, this is the way. So we're going to focus on building that. So for example, at Charlie Mount, 2018, you know, we went there. You know, we also focus on the youth football. And we had a team now that we can say, yes, most of those players are from that recruitment and development period in 2018, 2019, who is now at the D Cup level and playing quality football.
Well, that's true, but at the end of the day, Charlemont didn't keep that core base together because Charlemont has a number of players this year who should be at Charlemont, and for a number of reasons they leave. And I can look at about 10 players who left for whatever the reason is. So, a key element for going forward is that schools will have to able to keep the players and develop the players to ensure that when they reach at an under 19 level, they can execute. How many schools are there with that ability to do that? We can go and boil right back down to the traditional schools, the States, the Glenmuirs, the Mannings, the KCs, the JCs. We boil right back down to those schools. So that is what it is. So people going forward, going forward, next year would be the true effect of the quota system. Next year, coaches will have to start to work. You can't just fix a team and put a team together based on person's work. And when you look at it, it's a good thing. However, you know that there's a loophole. The loophole is that if you can find a school that withdraws from the competition and you can take those players regardless, knowing that those players will not be counted as a transfer, a recruit. So that's one of the loopholes. And you have a number of schools. When you check it in Portland, for particular, Buff Bay High is a school that many persons used to go to receive players. And Anato Bay High, but now Anato Bay High starts to play back football, so that's an issue now. But you're going to have these things happening, and we have to just accept that and go move forward with the time. But let's focus now on Charlie Mount and the plan going forward for Charlie Mount. When we reached the Charlie Mount, it was said that Charlie Mount would not would not achieve anything this year because of all the major players and are gone. We had players left going to different schools from Dintil High to Spanish Town High to Jamaica College to Irwin High. You name it. All of the players just left. When I reached the Charlemont, it was heading to the third week of July. All those players left. We had to rebuild. I promised those players that who stayed that we're going to put a team together that can compete and represent them well. And so far, we have done a good job. I have brought three players from Steertown, the school that I teach. Unfortunately, one of those players didn't make the academic qualification and he fell out. Nevertheless, we have two. I brought we brought one person from Marcus Garvey Technical High School. That is now three players. That is four overall, but three who plays. We brought another player from Bridgeport High. We brought another player from Cedar Grove High, and we brought another player from Clancarty High. So that would be uh, three, four, 7 players. 7 players in total were brought. 6 end up playing. 3 would be a quarter, and the other 3 is free players. Steertown doesn't play football anymore. Marcus Garvey, for some reason, didn't play this year. So fortunately for us, we managed to get those 4 players, and we build the team around those players. There's a lot of work left to be done to get the players to the level where they ought to be, but we're putting in the work. We're putting in the work. We're putting in the work. The first game we played was not executed properly, but the result was a success for us, and we are grateful for that 3 points. Our second game was against Dintil, and that game came to an unfortunate halt.
Don't run away. Don't run away with it. Let's talk about the incident. All right. Before the incident, how the game looked between Charlie Mount and Dintil.
To be honest, the game was a 50-50 game. No team had dominance. However, you could recognize that the Dintil team was was in to me, like they're at their peak. They're at their highest point now. Um, I thought that was a for me that was an issue, because I know that once you go to your high point, you must come down at some point. Charlie Moon team is not at that point as yet, but we were able to hold our own, and we were happy for that.
30 minutes in the game, suddenly a light flash.
Let me make this clear, that because I heard the talk that persons are saying that how is it that lightning flashing and we're out on the field playing and this and that and rain and this. Let us be clear. No rain was falling,
At the time.
no lightning was flashing. The time was cool, overcast, and football was played. All of a sudden, there was just one lightning flash. And by the time we look, we had, I think, from memory, about 3 to 4 Dinties players went down. 2 Charlemont player went down, as well as the official went down. And
Ascend it, ascend it.
that is when everything got into chaos, because we had to be running to take up persons. And so people, let us just get this clear. We weren't playing in no rain or no lightning, and it was just sudden, and that's what happened. So I just want to set that clear.
So question though, how was it like though, that flash and then you saw people dropping on the ground? What went through your mind on the bench?
Honestly, I wanted to run, but I didn't know where to run, because you don't know where this lightning is going to hit next. So you find yourself in all sort of chaos. But when the lightning drop, as a play persons run to players. I was going away, but when I looked, I saw another detail player that persons didn't see, because he was further down. I turned back and I went to him and took him up, and I brought him down. By the time I reached down, the detail person saw me with him, and they came and they took him and they rushed him to the hospital. So that is just what it is.
Yeah, yeah,
We have
very.
to look out for the youth, and
People, it's a scary moment, scary
it was
moment,
horrible,
and
bro. You just
um,
hear para, and you just see people dropping.
I am hoping that Dintil is doing well, recovering. I saw, counselors from ministry down at the school talking to the youngsters. Um, yeah, thank God that there's no Charlie Mount personnel that is hurt from that incident, and I hope that Dintil will recover and up and ready
My words
for
to
the game.
Dintil is that from Charlie Mount, we're wishing you all the best. We hope that all worked out for you. I
All
hope
right.
all players in best health. And even though we are rivals on the field, when it comes to the bigger picture, we are all friends. And We are looking out for each other. So big up Bintil, big
Where's
up
it? Where's
Bintil.
the one Irwin?
One
Creative
umbrella
tactics,
in a
one
match, man.
Irwin.
One umbrella in a
Yeah,
match.
man, one umbrella. Big up into.
Big up
You know, you
Dintil.
already.
Big up all of the school and the zone. Only on the field we are competing against each other. Once that is over, we are friends again.
Yeah, yeah. I also think that we should start to use equipments. Yeah, you have a particular app that I think Isa can you know buy to the referees, so the referees can also have it on their phone to see how far the lightning strikes are and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You understand me? People, people, telling you, we have the leader. And sometimes people call him the leaker, but he will be on in a few to talk about some things on schoolboy football, some of the things that is happening. Yeah, man. So, what do you think the schools can do? What do you think the schools can? No, yeah, the schools as well. Remember when I get certain certain reports, it doesn't tell you exactly um the lightning is flashing or the rain is going to be or stuff like that. You know, so I think with that app, I think that app they use overseas to tell you where how far the lightning strike and stuff like that, and and how much minutes the lightning is away from you and stuff like that. I think we need to use that technology. You understand me? So we can evacuate and clear the field. Yeah, that's what they use. I remember in a Jamaica game, before even the rain start fall and the lightning start fall, they had to come out the field. They know that it's a potential danger to be out there 30 minutes away. Lightning is how far the lightning striking away from the field and stuff like that potentially, because they don't know if it's coming yes or no. So you have to evacuate. I think if a lightning strike, say a lightning strike now, you have to wait 30 minutes each period before you can start the game. You understand me? Yes, that's how it is. That's my assessment on it. Um, the notion where people talking about ambulance, 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 ambulance. Remember, ISA don't really penalize or demand the ambulance is at every game, because ISA don't own ambulance, schools don't own ambulance, even hospital don't even own ambulance. What ISA demands,
Ambulance is short.
right? What
If you ask the hospitals, they don't have
they
enough,
don't own ambulance,
and they don't have enough available to them if there's a need.
right? So what
So
ISA demands is that they have a vehicle that is being used as an ambulance to move the kids or move it and clear the pathway for that ambulance to get out of the school, so that they can reach the venue as quick as possible. You understand me? Yes. But Charlie Mount would do a thing different. Sometimes we have this past student who works with the fire brigade ambulance, who will be at the school with us to assist in any accident or incident that will occur if that happen. You understand my people? So, um, we just want to throw that away, so people can understand, you know. And I should big up the people who went over to assist the referee. You understand me? Assist the players as well as quick as possible. Yeah, they did a wonderful job. Big up on yourself. You understand me? Yeah, man. God no. Big up on yourself. What do you think about that, mate?
yeah, man, you know that everybody came around and tried to help. And if you notice, what I was pleased about is that Charlie Mount players, Dintil players, looked out for each other after.
Right,
It
right,
was not just a thing where Charlie Mount was to Charlie Mount and Dintil was to Dintil. Everybody was together because this was a moment that everybody needed to be together.
right,
The fans was together, the players was together, the coaches was together, and I'm pleased about that. I am pleased, and I am grateful that no fatalities was as a
right,
result of
right,
the
right,
boat.
right.
And We just have to just recognize that in that area, once you see the clouds start to get black, you should leave the field. So that is what we have to look at. Man.
Yeah, man. For real. People, we have here backstage our special guest. I don't know why I'm hiding half my face. You understand me? Um, well, he's out. I'm not seeing him on the screen. So once he's back, people, we'll add him to the stream. Understand me? Yes, he's back now. So I'm going to add him to the stream. The leader. Welcome to Unseen Sports TV and El Futura Laboratory.
Yeah, man. Just checking. You hearing me?
Yeah, man. Clear. Audio.
Hold on,
It
my
just feels
my
like.
thing there gone down, you know.
So you're not hearing me.
Oh,
You're not hearing me.
unseen. I have to come
Here.
off and come on back here because my thing are not hearing you, you know. Here, give me a minute.
All right. So leader says he's not hearing me. He's not hearing. So he's going to fix his audio. Yeah, man. Something scout, you know. Cavalier scout. Him scout all of the young players, the Christopher Ainsworth and those young players there. He's one of the person who really helps um, the club, man, Rudolph Speed, to really punch in like this one at all the time. With even Messi Marsh.
And some players we need him to look at.
Yeah, man, so we can talk to him right here. Him now come and send catching, you know. You remember when him come back. He need to come over, come look at our players. You understand me? We can push them further. Yeah, man. So people, uh, let's.
Let's talk about the zone, the Charlie Mount zone, Dingle zone. It is getting heated now. Lintail, Charlie Mount, and Magrat. I think um, the two spots will come from those three teams. Um, what is your view on that?
Based on how this is panning out, people. Based on how this is panning out, um, let me take this off the screen. Based on how this is panning out, it's going to come down to the last the games going to be the decider. It's going to be decider. Creative Magrat and detail. So creative tactic, and I think Charlie Mount I got you. But what's my two pick is Magrat and detail. Okay. All right. Nothing is wrong with that. Two good teams. The Magrat is a quality team as well. They really played some ball against Dintil, I'm telling you. They dropped led up on Dintil. Unfortunately, some errors which always hamper them over the years. You understand me? No, but if you use experience though, the Magrat players don't really have experience over Charlie Mount players, you know. So you can't really say experience because Charlie Mount players have been going to second round from 2018 in under 14, under 16, beating big teams, playing against even the Clarendon team right now. Most of my players know them, know how they play, know them. They have experience playing playing them. So you can't really use experience. The leader is back, people. Samik scout for Cavaliers is here.
Welcome. I need to invite you to Charlie Mount. We have some players I need you to see.
Him not come a bush, man. Him not come a bush.
We can't pass ferry, man.
I say him do, you know, him not come a bush. Him not come a bush. I tell you when him
Oh,
game,
man.
him go down a Galvin myself for clear clock.
Uh,
Him go Calabar, him go Ideal. Jake,
everybody, you know. JC, KC, Wolmers,
when
Judges.
you
You
got
see?
him stop down at Dintail, you know. Him pass back walk, stop at Dintail and he must come up at Charlie Mount. So tell you what I go on.
Boy, well, anyway, as I said today, it's not a Cavalier hat my van still. Just what I would say now. Uh person involved in football today, you understand? Especially with the schoolboy football. Is I've noticed, I think it happened last year, but since this year, I think it has gotten more frequent, especially early in the season, right? I've noticed I've had a couple of appeals already, and this is like what we don't reach the third week in the competition yet.
I think so. I think we reach the third week now.
We're
This
going into the third week, man. No, man. We're going into the third week. And there have already been a number of protests that people have heard about, and some they have not. But let me tell you, for me, one of the things I know, you have to go by the rules, right? That's one of the things my coach told me years ago. So this thing that Issa has come with the quota rules, there is a big issue, right? That Issa itself has an issue. They have an issue because they told us, I think sometime back, that they would have this clearinghouse. Isn't that true, Unseen? A
yeah,
clearinghouse, so to speak.
they have it now. They have it now. I think they have it now.
Oh,
They have it.
so
They have it.
Unseen, if they have this so-called clearinghouse, how come
Mhm.
are they having things where they clear youngsters to play, and then after that, they are going, teams are going to be in problems for using the ineligible players at this time?
We only can speculate, what we think happening, We don't know the
Oh,
truth. We don't know the
no.
truth what happened. So
Oh,
you have to give them. I
I
think
can give you an insight. I know exactly what has happened,
based on what
right?
based on what I'm seeing.
Give us the insight,
Well, I
please.
know based on what I'm seeing, I think they only act when um a school question another school. They only act.
Right.
What's
So,
what I'm seeing.
right. That's the only time it comes up is when,
They have
and
certain
it's not
rules that they put in place that you have to follow. If you don't follow it, you go around it. If a school don't complain, that player get run through the season. That's it. Move on.
nothing
If they
happens.
complain, then they will fight it.
hmm
Tell me your insight about this story, please.
Okay. No, let me just build up a little bit here. Because I'm sure some viewers are gonna hear about this one here and thing, man. Anyway, let me just tell you quickly. Um, we know that the rule basically you have a number of variances to the rules where you can only use, well, there's one basic thing for the football. You can only use 3 quota players.
Right,
This means a player that has transferred from school A to school B, right?
right.
Okay, he cannot transfer from school A to school B to school C. Once he goes to school C, he's supposed to be flagged. Supposed to be flagged.
Depending on the year when the rule come in effect.
Right.
The
So
rule came
the
in
rule
effect
came into effect in 2019, January.
2020 January.
Well, if they moved, it came into being that time, but they go back, they date back the movements from January 2019.
2022 January.
No, you're not getting what I'm saying,
Sorry, 2020 is that 2020.
20, they started enforcing it
2020 January.
2020 January, meaning that
That's when the
players
rule
that
started
moved
effective.
from January 2019 would get caught in that rule. You understanding what I'm saying?
Mm,
Yeah, that right. Players that move in 2019 January, any player that moves to a new school from January 2019 is now supposed to officially be a quota player. That's what the rule actually says. There are
so,
no
so,
exceptions.
so,
The
so
only
if you leave,
exception, yeah,
say if you leave September 2019 to a school, play that
you are a
season,
quota player.
you're a quota player, and the
If
rule
you
came.
move January the 2nd, 2019, you are a quota player. When the rule was coming in, you had a lot of P schools that rush to get kids in on December the 14th or whenever before school closed to have them in as a student in 2018. I know that for a fact.
Alex Jason.
I helped a number of schools to get youngsters in under that deadline of December 2018. Because once
Leader,
they reach, yeah man,
hold on. 2019, right? 2019
January,
2019, that'll be January. So hold on.
yes.
So you have play 2018 season would have play from September to December. The January of 2019. Oh, no man.
I'm not
No,
asking you. I
no,
can
no,
send it to you. I can
no.
send the rules to you, We're not asking you on that.
Something wrong. Something wrong.
No, nothing not wrong. I have the rules. Not wrong is the rule. That's the problem. That unseen now is where the problem is that a lot of people don't know the rules. The rules say, let me explain to you now. It specifically mentions, listen, the date that they're going to start enforcing it would have been January 2020. That would have been the next champs. You understand? Because even if you moved in 2019, technically you cannot play football in 20 that same year anyway, you know, so you wouldn't have been caught in that. So the earliest a youngster could be caught would be for champs in 2020. You
So why they
understand?
use January? Why anybody use when the school
No,
year?
because listen now, the rule they had the rule together in by around somewhere I think the end part of 2018. So unless they were going to wait till the following year, September, to put it in, that's why they had to use the January. Because they were rushing to put it in. So that at least it would catch the champs. Because champs is one of the we think it football wise, you know. But it's specific on all various sports. It addresses basketball, it tells how many, it addresses cricket. You understand? It tells you all of the ISA run sports, how many youngsters you can get to play or swim or run or whatever.
So
It's very
question,
specific.
question for this player played his last season 2019 for a particular school. Went away. Yeah, right.
Give me the example, man. Many people here, man. Give me the example.
Mm. I make that one the pass. Make that one the pass. Make that one
That
the pass.
sound like
Make that one the
that sound like you might expose somebody things say us because anyway, we can leave that one alone.
Make that
Okay,
one
go
the
on.
pass. Move on. I'm not complaining about nobody. Make that one the pass.
No, people won't know, you know, because look here, hold on, let me tell you the thing now. Unless somebody lets people know that it's actually school A. 'Cause let me tell you some of the simple things that happened this year. If a player moves from school A to B, right, they are a quota player. But if they move from school A to school B to school C, they cannot play for school C.
Yeah.
If they move from school A to school B, listen now,
Mm-hmm.
back to school A,
Mm-hmm.
they can't play.
They can't
Once
play.
they have represented the school, though, if they have not represented school B, they are good. You understand? So a youngster might leave from, say, Magrat High School to go to Wolmer's. And him can't make Wolmer's team. Him realize him can't make Wolmer's team. And him decide to go back to Magrat. He has subjects to. So him go into sixth form. He can't play once because he has not represented, not even represented, he has not been registered. Because that's another key part of the thing, you know. Once them register you, you know, you're locked with that school.
Yeah, yeah. Look. Question.
Yeah.
Look like it's mash up means. Well, they are blink. Yeah, question. So the rule in terms of if you take a player from a particular school, so that's the school play last season, but this season is not playing, and you take
The
a player
school,
from, yeah, so you take a
that
player from so you take a player from Calabar, right, this season while they are playing. No, next season Calabar decided they're not playing, right?
that plays the non-quota. So the whole of Calabar team, you technically could take all 20 of Calabar players to your school that year and they can play freely and they are non-quota
And the
because
other
the
year
school,
Calabar and
the
the
other
other year,
year now, Calabar re-enters.
yes,
All of those 20 players that you took from Calabar,
yeah.
you will have to take only 3 from them.
But me hear the rule had changed.
No,
That's what I
they are,
heard. That
they
will
are not.
change.
No. Okay, let me just be specific. That is one of the rules that has knocked Heidel this year.
No, so based on what me hear, me say the rule change.
It don't change. It
I
don't
heard
change.
that the rule is once you
Change.
take a
It
player
changed
from
now
a
this
school
this
this
season.
season,
It
once you
changed now
take a
this season.
player from a school that didn't participate and the player represent your school and the school decide to enter next year, that player is not counted because you took him
Well,
away.
hold on. Listen now. Listen what you said now, you know. This is a rule you're coming for next season, not for this season.
That's what I'm saying. It came in
So
effect.
right now we're talking about now, you know.
Oh,
What you're telling me about, I'll have to check that part.
yeah.
But as of now,
I
that might be
suppose the
going
next
into place
season,
for
I
next
suppose
season,
the
but not next.
next season that will not be counted.
Okay, it will not be counted. So if you get players from a school that don't participate this year, that makes sense to me, right? But this year, I think Heidel has gotten caught into it because there were players they got from a school last year. The school did not participate. So this year, they decided to participate. And right away, a lot of youngsters get
But
caught.
that shouldn't be a
And
problem.
that's unfair. It's
That's
unfair.
unfair. Yeah, it's have to fix that rule. That rule ain't already.
That rule is either that once a school don't participate, those players are non-quota and they're just up for free fall. That's what they're going to have to do right there, and they cannot make them go back into the quota. So
Yeah,
that
because
that would encourage
that's stifle
schools.
talent. Whisper next whisper. Yeah, stifle next whisper.
You're stifling just a youngster. Because
Yeah.
it don't matter whether it's whisper or what, you're stifling a youngster that might have a chance to just get a little simple scholarship to a junior high, make things better. It's not a pro we're talking about alone, you know.
Right, right.
You understand? It might not even be that. It might, you understand? Because a lot of these kids, they get to go to certain schools, and certain schools will help them a little bit more academically. You understand?
Right.
So it's not just the pro thing or the big scholarship thing. It might be just to go through to get him little C6 subjects and then move on. You understand? To get a little job, a 9 to 5 job. That might be it. You understand? So that is one of the things. But right away, we have schools this year that have been affected by that rule, where
But
that they were last year the school didn't enter, this year the school entering, and it affects them right away. That's unfair, really unfair.
or it's them say it in effect. No, 2023.
That's not true.
Somebody in the comment section saying it, right?
It's
Yeah, man,
not.
you can call in, man.
No.
Send me number, you
Hold
call
on. Let them call in because I can look here. Right now, there's a specific rule in, as I said, with a particular school. Well, it's not finished. I shouldn't even call it. I think they're trying to do some legal things around that because they were flagged for a number of players and they're saying that they can't use some of these players, even though, as I said, the school was out last year and the school is in. So that one there, I can't comment that that is actually in writing. But there are some other rules that people um, don't know, that some people are telling youngsters that, look here, if you come to school A, after 1 year, you sit out 1 year and then you do 1 year, the following year you are not quota. Are you aware of that? That some people telling youngsters that?
Well,
That's not true.
well. I think you're guilty of one of them too, you know.
Me?
Yeah,
Without
man.
going into the specifics, you know.
You're guilty of one
Because,
of them too.
eh?
You're guilty of one of them too.
I don't know, you know. Look here. When you
But
said me, by the way, I
I
have
think
no school, you know.
I
So
know. I
apart
know.
from my, obvious, but no,
I
my
think
school only has 2 quota players, by the way. Just to make you know. Only 2.
I think in that case though, I think you may never think about it, but it happened already still.
Well, anyway, let me tell you. So that is one of the bigger problems right now, that you have some youngsters that have moved. Like you have some schools, be aware that you don't have to, even though it's only 3 that can play for you, you can have up to 20 boys, bring 20 boys into your school, as quota, but you're only allowed to play 3. But
Right.
once they have transferred to the school, you're almost giving them a problem, because the ISA rule also says that if you just transfer more than one time, you can't transfer again.
Transfer and play or transfer only.
That is the thing with the rule now, The rule actually just says transfer.
Hello?
That's the thing.
Okay. Okay, come to next.
We're going to lobby to get that rule to change, because we can't have persons not playing in a particular school, and then because next year whoever is in authority just decide to enter and somebody suffer after spending
Well,
1 year of investment
mhm,
with that child.
because look here, let me tell you something. You see, the problem is that the people who are administrating these rules, right, are not
Sports oriented.
sports people. Sports. They do it off I don't even know what, because
They do
these
it
people are
off
the
of, most
principals,
of them are, remember say most of them are principals, so they are
I
doing it
know.
off of just, we're just giving them a little fun. That's all them say.
That's it. They don't understand that this thing has changed. The whole thing has changed now. It's not like once upon a time. You understand? So is this it affects lives to a certain extent, because I know of a particular case of a youngster that was moved from one school, a rural school, to another rural school. He went to an academy and things weren't working out according to what he thought. He went back to the school where he originally came from, And then somewhere along the line, he found out that no, he won't be able to play. And this is his last year. You understand?
Mm.
Because
So
Issa
he
has
left his school, went to another school and got registered but never played.
he played. No, he played.
He played. Oh.
Mm. He played. It was a big inducement to go and play to that second one. And I would not wrong him because in the case it helped the parent finish a house or add on a section to a house, that sort of thing. And it did I when I heard what happened, I said, boy, mommy, I can't wrong you. If it's so, it's so. But what happened is that the short term thing here might not work out for that youngster. Because right now, as I said, that youngster is in limbo literally. Because
Yeah.
the academy that he's at, him not going to play. I know him not going to play. Not going to play in the Premier League. You know. So as I said, it is they need to look into it. But uh, it's there are so many things with the rules that Issa has there that they make all the various schools, players, everybody into informers and policemen policing each other. You know why?
Why?
I'm gonna wait till Unseen come back. I'm gonna wait till Unseen come
Yeah.
back because
Let me
this is
ask
the
you something.
bombshell.
Let
Yeah.
me ask you something. You think maybe the problem is just that we as person who are passionate about sports, it has lost the real original creation of schoolboy football, because generally I don't think schoolboy football was created for this high level of competitiveness where we are focusing on winning. It was just created for youngsters to just get a way and means to just release some of them stress from the academics. But
It
so
still
many of,
is.
yeah, it's
It
not.
still
It's
is an no, hold on, listen now.
gone past that now.
Based off of, no, listen, hold on. They could look at it here now. Hold on now. We could just look at it now. Most all schools, right? Listen to what I say now.
Yeah.
All schools, probably the KC, the JC, the McGrath High, etc. It's all of them have it, probably have the same basic budget from the school. What happens is the old students now are the one who put in these millions now where the bigger schools are able to fund their thing almost like a club. Understand? Because they have the financial wherewithal to do these things. You understand? So they have carried it to another level over the years. But it is basically still, for all intents and purposes, for the schools, a extracurricular activity. But it has gotten so, I think somewhere along the line, it's a realized, and they tell you this, that especially champs and then schoolboy football, it is able to fund everything else, because nothing else carries in money really more than like a basic sponsorship. So, and then now, what we have to understand, do you know what ISA is? What is ISA?
A secondary school organization.
No, 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 not just that. No, hold on. Can I, as a teacher, right, be a part of ISA?
No, I'm not sure about that.
No, I can't because I'm not a principal. It's a body with of the principals. It's a private body that consists of the principals of the schools. So the people who it's a private club, Like say I'm going to have a private club for bald-headed men. Or have a private club for big belly men. So no skinny man can go in there. No person with locks can go in there. No, so meaning that this club, this private club, is a club for principals alone, and principal have to have certain basic qualifications, etc., to get that position. That is one of the reasons why I understand that they had an issue sometime back when Mount Pleasant, I think, was trying to get in, but the person that was the principal at Mount Pleasant was only a PE teacher, his qualifications, so he didn't qualify to be a principal. So they couldn't have him sit around the same table as them, which is
Oh,
almost a form of discrimination, but
Andre,
people didn't know that.
oh.
oh, go on. Yeah, I have somebody online. Want to come and share some.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah. Hear him? Go ahead, Sanjay. Talk louder. Yeah, hear him. Yeah, hear him. Leader.
No,
Go
listen,
ahead.
you listen and you tell me what him say. 'Cause I'm not hearing exactly.
Go ahead.
Right, just trying to add some clarity to the rule that would have come in effect September 1st of September
Yeah.
2023 in relation to a player that would be trying to transfer in the Earth rules. Right?
Right.
After leaving a school that is not in the competition.
Right.
And that player can come in and play. So we have quota player.
Right.
And that would have been in effect from September 1 this year. And your guess was saying next year, but that rule is in effect from this year.
So that means
Is that possible? Sixth form. So if that player coming directly into sixth form,
yes.
are qualified to play right now, whether it be under the age of the system. But I think the main one of the sixth form, 1C, RC, right?
Right.
Comes to the school, can matriculate into your sixth form program. The school that he is coming from is not playing, then he can play right away and he won't be a quota player. They can relate that to you.
Yeah, man. I'll say it to you.
Hold on, go over that. Let me hear what you said. What he said for me. Cause I hear my little noise in the background. I heard about the six. Let's go over what he said and see.
All right. So him say the rule came in effect September the 1st this year, right? So anybody who leave, say for example, leave Calabar, come to Charlie Mount, Calabar don't play this year, right? He can matriculate to sixth form. He can play right away.
But hold on, that has always been so. That's nothing really new.
He won't be counted as a quota player.
Oh, he won't be counted as a quota player.
Right.
Okay. Well, I will say for a fact I am not 100% sure on that one, right? Because let me tell you, listen now, hold on. Oh, you said the school is not entering, right?
The school don't enter this year.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So right, okay. And he has six. Is subject to go to sixth form.
Right. He's not
I that
but there's
no.
a tricky part to it. Hold on, leader. There's a tricky part to it. You say more and tell you.
Alright, so let's say that same player, or we have a player that is in 10th grade, and he wants to leave Calabar to come to Charlie Mount, right?
Right.
And he comes from Calabar to Charlie Mount. You can play the Calabar is so remote. He must sit out. So let's say he sit out on Charlie Mount, and Calabar did not play that year, right?
Right.
And then move on to 11th grade now. So he sit out in 10th grade year, move on to 11th grade year, and say, alright, he wants to play now, and he won't be a quota player because his school didn't enter last year. If Calabar enters the year he decides to play, he's in a trouble.
That's exactly how the rule going. Right. That part I know is 100% correct. Because there are some players from York Castle. York Castle was not going to enter, and they decided to enter, and it affected a number of players that were moving around. So that rule is a fact. But unseen. Let me drop the bombshell now, no?
Yeah.
You ready?
Drop a bombshell.
Well, let me ask a question before we move on. Let me ask you a question before.
Hold on, Sanjay.
Sanjay, here's my question. If you have a player leaving a school this year, his school not playing D Cup, and he will go to another school and say, for example, that school decide to play youth football next year. That player is in trouble?
Yes, he can't play. He's a quota player.
In good same. Okay, all right.
Okay, unseen.
Yes.
Yeah, more like about 5 minutes more or so, man. So, let me tell you. Yeah, man, I give the bombshell, man.
All right.
Okay, let me tell you. As I was saying before, the reason what Issa has made everybody into informers and policemen and that sort of thing, and watching and all of that, watchman, is because are you guys aware that Issa really cannot check back on their entries, who exactly played in 2018 and 2019. Are you aware?
No.
Okay. They don't know because there are issues last year. Let me tell you now. There are issues last year of prominent players that even score in finals at youth level, under 14 level, who, when the players moved to another school, Issa did not flag them because they had no records to show that. Can you know, I don't know if you guys realize that under 14 especially, Issa treats it with almost disdain. So they don't even keep much checks and balances within that area there, you know. So players that
Oh,
would have
interesting.
played under 14 in 2019, right? And I'm telling you of an actual case of a player that played in a finals, right? He moved to another school, and it was only when other people from the school where he moved from saw this youth playing easily, right? And realized that Issa did not flag him as a quota player. And when they check with Issa, Issa said they don't have no knowledge of him playing for that school. And the school him coming from is a very prominent all boy school. Big name. But they had no record of it. And that is why I found out today from someone, very reliable source, that just told me that Issa really don't have no way of tracking the kids, especially once if they have played under 14, 2018. I tell you specific years, you know, 2018, 2019. They don't have no way for no. They don't. They
Okay.
don't. So there are kids out there, unless the school is very honest and declares it. If they don't declare it, and it's up to Issa to find out, them not gonna know. They cannot know.
So what about a case where schools trying to hold on to youths, don't want them to move? You can't prepare a case like that and win them.
No, how you mean? I don't understand when you say hold on to youths.
They don't want to sign or
They don't
release
want
them.
to sign or release them.
No, man. No. That is up to a parent can always get the youngster to move. Okay? They can always get the youngster to move. Right? That can always happen. Okay? So that's nothing new at all. Right?
Mm.
So that is one of the issues that that is there that a lot of people don't know about. The youngster can always move. It's just the school can only um put up some sort, but the parent is ultimately the one, you know, who going basically tackle that, you know. Can you always have these things? But it's up to the parent to be able to tackle that.
So they can get the child out and
Hmm.
play.
So
I
a
think
school really can't hold on to them, you know. They don't belong to them. You
no,
understand?
because remember, you know, because say for example, you move from um Charlemont to a Magrat, right? Because you see better whoops there. When you go there now, the school, I say, boy, them not gonna use your child. But because of the rules, it hold on upon here. You can't come back where you did there and come play.
No, hold on. Remember, you know, if you have not played, you can go back, you know.
Okay.
If you have not played, well, hold on. If the school is an well, hold on. That's the problem now, you know. Hold on. No.
Big circle around.
Actually, how the rules said, that is one of the problems now. As far as it goes, what Issa saying, you know, this is a problem that if the youngster just transfer, right? It don't say transfer and play, you know. It
Mm.
actually said transfer, 'cause that is where the other part of the thing that they put in, that a youth can only transfer once. That is where the thing is. It's not a transfer and play, you know. So part of the rule says you say play in there, and then part of the thing after a while, you say a youngster cannot transfer more than 3 times, 2 times. Sorry, once. So once he transferred the second time, he is ineligible. And that is a problem that you have to wonder about. Are they saying it's not clear enough? Are they saying that the youngster cannot play because he has transferred alone or transferred and played?
All
That's
right.
the issue.
All right, me soon go in because I'm going to drop the bombshell, you know. Because everybody have it on the bombshell in the comment section.
But
You know?
just drop the bombshell that
Which
Issa
one?
can't police. They don't know. They don't have no records to police and know who is eligible from not eligible. Once a player had played in 2018, 2019, Issa don't know.
I think our next school no problem like come tell us.
No. Yes, a school is in problem. But that is the reason why. Hold on now. That is the reason why this thing come in. Yeah, man, a school I played yesterday used 4 quarter players.
My God. My
That's a
God.
big school. Well, it's a non-traditional school with a big academy behind it. They played 4 quarter players yesterday. People say they must keep it
But the
quiet, but my just must.
two school them play have academy behind it yesterday.
Uh,
Racing.
really? Oh, well, racing not really an academy. I don't
Yeah,
know about
man.
the academy.
The
It's a
academy,
club,
man. The club and
football club.
academy. Club
Well, I
and
never
academy.
know about that part.
Yeah.
But I do know that one of them, well, it's a bit, well. Anyway, all I can say is that one, let me see. The 2 quarter players would be 2 from JC, 1 from St. George's, and 1 from Tarrant.
So my question is, suppose they send in information to say that this A and B and ISA accepted.
That's the thing. Issa has to accept based off of you telling them everything because they make you now unseen and me and John and Tom out there into policemen and informers to say, hey, how John playing? And John play for say Swallowfield High School last year and scoring in finals. How is he playing? And Issa go and check and say, oh, we don't have no record of John. Really? Because John played under 14 and their records for under 14 is lax. Very poor. So they really don't know. So
True.
people going to be getting away with murder for that. They're going to be Issa have nothing there to actually tell you so they can track 2018 and 2019 thing their players, especially at the youth, the young level. They don't have nothing there for they will clear them according to you telling them so them good.
Oh boy. But anyway, people, big up
Yeah,
leader.
man.
Come on upon you unseen sports and we'll talk about. You know, some busy leader. You need to come and check our players over there too. We have some talent. We have a nice keeper. I think you'd like. Better than the one we are go for down so.
Am I right?
6'4".
I will see you. How old is he?
It's 18 this year.
Yeah, man. Hold on.
Polish.
He's a regular keeper now, right?
You can go on Saudi Crest and just go up on Saudi Crest show and look for the 30 minutes Dintil game. Charlie Mount that you see him at the goal. Collects
Yeah,
the
man.
ball.
I look at him, man.
Come and collect the ball. And next Vino Barkley. Tall and Vino by far.
Vina has faults, you know.
Yeah,
Vina
man.
can't
Vino.
not really good at playing out the ball with him foot, you know.
Yeah.
This youth can play out the ball with him foot.
Yeah, man. When you see him, man, you yeah, man. At the grid.
You coach him and seen.
Yeah.
You coach him.
Yeah, man.
So that means him have quality then.
No, he's a part of the PES.
Oh, so a quality player then. So
him go
say you're a player, man.
Him go
Stop
overseas,
him
go
on the
play
thing.
Michigan and so.
Mm,
Play against him play in a Michigan, sorry. Against another.
okay.
So him have overseas experience as well.
Yeah, man. From you have him. I know
But
say he must have
you know him,
quality.
you know him have some things where you have to go teach him some things and break out some things out of him to fit your system and so on. Because you know, even when them come with quality, you have to guide them.
Yeah, man. You have to work with them, man.
Yeah,
So
man.
we'll talk and see.
Yeah, man.
Come more.
Respect. Enough love. Yeah, people. So Unseen Sports is going to run now. Unseen Sports is going to run. Big up everybody who come on Unseen Sports TV and El Futuro Laboratory. Yes, people, big up on yourself. You know, we are giving you the information on schoolboy football. Yes, our new generation coming up in football. This is how we can see them. How most of them get publicity. Yeah, man. Marketing as well for some of the sellers in Jamaica. You know, want to sell their players to the bigger market overseas. Yeah, man. As you see on the screen there, you see Unseen Sports active on his job with the water power thing right there in his hand. And his players around him. A jack of all trade. Yeah, man. I master everyone. Unseen Sports is going to be out. Big up on yourself. Gone, my father.